Well, we did it. We made it to the last day of winter. All right. But unfortunately, folks, that sounded pretty good. Unfortunately, we're not going to see our spring-like conditions like we'd love to for tomorrow and especially into Wednesday. The potential for a nor'easter around here has increased. It's not definite, and we've been hearing those words, potential, possibly. Well, that exists obviously this time around as well, but confidence is increasing that a pretty significant storm will affect the tri-state area for your Wednesday. We're going to back up and talk about a couple systems right now. We're looking at the satellite picture, timestamp around mid-afternoon on your Monday. Again, not a bad day out there, pretty nice, temperatures in the lower 40s. Here's the area of low pressure we're watching right now. That is a upper level low and a storm system that will clip portions of the area tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. The area of low pressure that is located in the upper levels of the atmosphere is located right over the southwestern Canadian prairies, right there, that little loop. That's going to come around and get us and really take this jet stream and energize it and enhance it for later Wednesday. So for that reason, the potential has increased. Looks like this storm wants to really intensify and stay close to the coast for your Wednesday. But right now, I'm going to take a look at the latest European just in. Again, this is the European, and what I'm going to show you is a lot of meteorological symbols and terms, but this is what we got to do and to get the word out. And basically, we're going to look at the surface map for tomorrow. Okay, all of the white, no precipitation. This is tomorrow morning. Area of low pressure located down to the south near Norfolk, Virginia, and portions of the southern Virginia area. What happens tomorrow? Remember we said a fine line between a little bit of light snow or mix? Well, that still looks the case tomorrow afternoon. Folks, let's not worry about tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. I don't think this area of low pressure, number one, as it scoots rapidly, is going to do much. Tomorrow night there's a break. Maybe a little bit of drizzle. Okay, not a big deal. But here's that second area of low pressure intensifying rapidly off the Virginia Capes, and it just moves slowly and blossoms. Most of the computer models are suggesting this, along with this one, which is the European, with some moderate to heavy precipitation on the northwestern flank of this storm for Wednesday. Will it be cold enough to be all snow? Possibly. Will the snow stick? It's latter March. If you divide it in thirds, we're in latter March right now. If it snows heavy enough, and also the temperatures are just marginal for some snow around here. So lots of things working against and accumulating snow on the ground. Heavy snow is possible to be flying in the air for your Wednesday. Again, the question is, does it stick? Well, right now, we're going to show you what we're thinking for the first little system, and the thinking hasn't changed for tomorrow by the evening, by about 8, 9 o'clock. Maybe a trace to possibly 2 inches on the colder surfaces. Again, not a big deal. A little heavier amounts of precipitation down to the south and west. Maybe a 2 to 4 inch, especially about 2 or 3 inches, especially on the colder surfaces. Now, I'm going to break this down in English, okay? I know we talk a lot about meteorology here, but here we go. Here's what we can expect, okay, folks? Tomorrow morning, there'll be a bit of sun. Then the clouds will roll in, they'll thicken, maybe a little bit of light snow and rain mix, especially from the city on south. Then there's going to be a break in that precipitation tomorrow night. Really nothing going to be happening. That other second low gets cranking off the Virginia Capes for Wednesday morning. So snow and a mix will be redeveloping during the morning hours, and that precipitation could become heavy. Several inches of snow is possible. I am not going to give you a snow amount for Wednesday, that graphic that I just showed you for Tuesday, because it's not going to make sense because nobody knows specifically where the heavy bands of snow are going to set up, what that specific temperature at your town is going to be to support an accumulating snow. Some areas will see several inches of snow, depending on the snow rate and depending on your temperature. And remember, it's March, so the sun angle is way up in the sky. That solar radiation is coming down, and it's helping melt that snow on the ground. We experienced that the last couple of storms. New York City, zip. There'll be a howling wind off the ocean again this time. Will the city again miss out on this possible heavy snow? Remember, possible? I know those adjectives and words are to describe this is not concrete, but folks, we've got to go in that way. The potential has increased. Strong winds and coastal flooding, also a possibility for your Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Could we see winds of up to 50 miles an hour at the coast? Again, the potential is there. We're going to fine-tune this forecast. We're still about 36 to 48 hours away. Remember, tomorrow not a big deal. Tomorrow night not a big deal. The big deal day is Wednesday into Wednesday evening. A lot of things working against an accumulating snow, but I have to go with my gut and say I think some heavy snow will be falling through the air. Question is, what will your temperature be? And how fast will the precipitation be coming down? If it's a heavy precipitation rate, it can accumulate everywhere. We've had major snows in mid to latter March and even April. Remember April 6, 1982, there was a blizzard here, and they postponed the Yankee home opener. All right, so let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. And what we've got going on is tomorrow spring arrives. You got to laugh sometimes, man. 12:15, okay, in the afternoon. It does arrive. No, the party is not at my house. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s, a bit of wet snow and a mix down to the south, maybe clipping the city. Not a big deal. There's a break tomorrow night. Wednesday, a potential nor'easter. I'm going to follow the situation. I know a lot of folks are still recovering from tree damage, power outages. I don't know if it's going to be as severe as that particular nor'easter, but the potential is there for very wet snow to accumulate with high winds, and that could bring additional trees down, I'm sorry to say. Again, it's not etched in stone, but confidence has increased that there will be a potential nor'easter on Wednesday. Thursday, partly sunny, still not feeling like spring. Folks, the jet stream is very active. That river there, about 18 to 30,000 feet in the Earth's atmosphere. It looks like it's going to be pretty chilly around here and cold, and some storminess for probably the next 10 days. Again, you can always get an updated forecast at www.johnmarshallweather.com. I've got t-shirts, should have brought one down. They're pretty cool, my logo on it if you guys want to go onto the PayPal store there. But anyway, again, please stick with me. You know, I'm a man of no hype, no nonsense, especially when it comes to the weather. Enjoy your Monday. Last day of winter. We welcome spring tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. Take care.